Hey guys, Albert here with a brand new video, and today I'm going to be reviewing some Swedish snus for you guys. This is the first of two snus reviews that I have planned. This is Jakobsson's, or Jakobsson's as we would say, Fläder Strong Swedish snus. And I also have some ZNT. I'm not exactly sure how it's supposed to be said or anything, so I pretty much have to spell it out because it is letters. ZNT Black Cherry. I have 2 cans of that and 1 can of this. I ordered this. Actually, the order just came from the Northerner because I was really interested in buying snus. I wasn't sure what kind, and it pretty much all came down to the shipping, really, and what I was interested in. Jakobsson's was having a 20% off thing. So if you're interested in buying some of this after seeing this review, you might want to go ahead and check the Northerner to see if they're still doing that. I think this was at $3 and something. So yeah, but anyways, after reading a few reviews and watching a few things, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna try it out. It's $3 a can. You know, what's the harm? Everyone seemed to like it for the most part. They did have a few complaints. Oh, a few minor complaints really, but first and foremost, we have the can here. Of course, Swedish snus cans all come with catch lids. Catch lids are now catching on in the U.S. with Timberwolf, I believe it was. Timberwolf Peach was the first one to have it. But as far as snus goes, they've always had it, so you just remove the lid and you throw your used portion in there. You close it up. Now, one thing about this one in particular is, if you look there, that's one portion that has not been used. I will use that as an example here, but yeah, you can't fit very many. Although you do have to take into account that after you're done with it, it is going to shrink someone's size, so you could fit a decent few in there. Take that out. I always like the idea of the catch lids. It's really nice, and I like this one especially. White can, and it has these triangle pyramid kind of things, little etchings on the outside. I just think that looks pretty cool. And the same design that's here, the ship Jakobsson's Fläder Strong is on the side. 20 pouches or portions with the warning label. Now this is the only warning label that does really make any sense when it comes to snus products, because in all the years there's not been one single case of oral cancer from a snus product. So smokeless tobacco is addictive is the only thing they can really put, but they do put other things like the Generals. They have the regular standard warnings that we get because they're sold here in the United States. And in the United States, you have to have those warning labels. So this is pretty much all you're going to see when it comes to snus cans. A lot of them aren't going to have it, but hey. Anyways, yeah, I think the can is pretty nice. I don't know what that says. I probably should have looked it up so I could seem smart. But snus is treated as a food product, so it does have the ingredients here. Has the nicotine content, which is 3 grams, 3 something, I can't remember. But this stuff really isn't all that strong whatsoever. You are going to feel a little something, but it's really not going to be anything. I mean, this stuff is really, really mild for the most part. Now, Jakobsson's Fläder, what does that say about the flavor? What is this supposed to taste like? Upon all the reviews that I read, and I did read quite a few, I saw some reviews. Snooby from Snooby.com, he has a YouTube channel. He does a lot of snus reviews. So if you want some more in-depth reviews about snus products, not just this, but I mean, if you can think of it, chances are he has reviewed it on his channel at some point. You just have to dig. Go watch him. I'll probably drop a link in the description below. But the taste of this is supposed to be it's supposed to come off as a green plant kind of tobacco elderberry taste apparently. And I've never heard of an elderberry. I don't know what they taste like. Apparently this is what they taste like, and it's not that bad. If someone out there knows what it is and knows what and actually likes it, then you're going to enjoy this. But just throwing it in, and from all the reviews, I'd have to agree that this does come off with with a minute note of sour apple, which is actually pretty nice. Now it's not when I say minute, it's a very minute thing. You're just gonna get a hint, a very small note of that kind of sour apple, but other than that, you're just gonna get a sour kind of original snus, like General. Just take General, remove the saltiness, and just make it sour, and that's pretty much what you got with this, with just that little hint of apple in there. So if that interests you, by all means, go ahead and give this stuff a shot. Whenever I first threw it in, I was kind of skeptical. I wasn't sure. I didn't think I could get through I wasn't sure if I could get through the whole can. But having gone through it in the past 2 days or so, you know, this stuff is good by its own. It just takes a little bit of getting used to. But this stuff is actually pretty good. Now, one thing about these portions that you see, these portions are about the same size as your regular American pouches, so they're no different really. Is that these take just a moment or two to juice up, but when they do juice up, they will keep going. The durability on this stuff is roughly about 30 minutes. 25 minutes to 30 minutes roughly is what you're going to get of that apple, that minute apple, but for the most part you're just going to get that sour original snus taste. Now, one thing that I found is that if you have some apple juice like I do here, if you do have some apple juice to go along with this stuff, I think it brings out the flavor a lot more. It tastes a lot better. It's just a wonderful pairing. Another thing is that if you have these and it starts losing that flavor and it just turns to that sour original flavor, you can throw in a portion or a pouch of whatever flavor you like. That black cherry, I did try it with this and that tasted awesome. If you like peach pouches or portions, apple, mint, whatever flavor, fruity flavor you like. You want a little bit of a sour note to it instead of so much sweet. I recommend that you throw in some of this. Throw a pouch of this and a pouch of that. Your flavor dip or snooze of choice, and I think it's just a wonderful, wonderful, awesome pairing. I mean, you guys have to try it. Overall, I could see myself buying this stuff again. The durability is there, 30 to 40 minutes, close to an hour you can keep this in, but past those 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes, you're just going to have that sour taste, which is when you can throw in the drink and whatnot. They're soft, they're not abrasive whatsoever. That's not very high nicotine, it's very mild, so you're not going to get a very large buzz, so it's just going to be a little something to relax with. Now for me though, as much as I can gut spit, gut the juices, but I really rather not. That's just me. A lot of people tend to throw these in the upper lip. I tend to switch off. I go from the upper lip to the bottom lip once it really starts juicing up. But honestly, guys, it's honestly it really is worth the buy. It's really worth the try. I think once you give it a little bit of a chance, it could become one of your favorites. I'm not saying it's become one of my favorites, but it's definitely something I'm willing to buy again. I don't think it's something I would do a lot, but it's definitely something to break your cycle. You have your favorite all the time, and you get a little bit tired of it, so you need something else. And this is definitely something that could hold down the fort while you're trying to come back from that little 2-week, 3-week, week, whatever binge of your mint, your wintergreen, your whatever. So I'd have to rate this stuff at roughly an 8. It's pretty good. But anyways, that's pretty much been the review, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe, do all that great stuff. Good to be back. Good to be making videos. I will probably post the video over the black cherry snus within the next few days at least. And yeah, so keep a lookout for that. And remember to check out Snoopy.com on YouTube if you guys are interested in learning more about snus. There's a lot more that I could have said, but you know, I myself am just I'm starting to learn a little bit more. There's tons of different portions. There's mini, white, brown. There's the different types. So by all means, if you're interested in learning, go over to Snoopy.com. And that ends the video. See you guys. Thanks for watching, and take care.